Hello! Hi everybody! So today is the day we're going to go see Tamworth Pride. When I say we, of course, not just me, we've also got the ducking historians all ready to ask questions about what's going on through their various perspectives of personality, economics, ideas, demographics, nations and cultures, and of course environment and happenstance as well. So, I'll see you all there. And here we are, Tamworth Pride 2023 in the Castle Grounds car park. Oh, and for anyone visiting the Castle Grounds, just so you know, when they redid the toilets up there, they're now unisex. It's helping our town become more gender inclusive. So let's go in. And here's a nice little thing to show everyone what Tamworth Pride's all about. People, community and togetherness. Hi there. So for the viewers at home, would you be okay with introducing yourselves?
Sure. My name's Danielle. I'm an organising assistant for the GMB Union.
And I'm Alice Hunter, and I'm a GMB organising assistant too. We're based at the Tamworth office.
Oh. So, if you don't mind me asking, what does Pride mean to you?
For me, it means inclusion.
For me, it's a celebration of inclusivity and people coming together to celebrate loving whoever you want, but it's also a protest. We must remember that it's also to mark the fact that we have come a long way with LGBT rights, but we've also got a long way to go, and we have to keep remembering that every year.
How would you recommend inclusion be integrated into the community at large?
How would we recommend it being included?
Well, because some people feel like they see all this stuff like gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and they sort of feel like these are all separate identities, and wondering whether this is breaking everything down into what they call identity politics. Do you feel like maybe these isn't mutual? What would you say to those who are worried about people being broken down into identity politics?
I just think we should let people identify however they want to identify. I think if it doesn't impact us, which it doesn't, then titles are irrelevant to us. If people want to identify as a certain thing, then that should be fine for people to do that. Exactly, in 2023.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed this is a trade union, so if you don't mind me asking, how would you recommend integrating different forms of queer identity into the workplace?
It's about being more open about it, isn't it, within the workplace?
I think it's about making it a safe space for everybody to feel that they can be whoever they want to be. So, making sure that we're using inclusive language, that maybe we've got gender neutral toilets if we can make that happen. Just creating those things that put that safe space in place for people in the workplace.
Trying to remove the barriers and the stigma against it, because it's not talked about much in workplaces at least. Although it's changing, there are still workplaces that still do with making that change.
So, a recent thing that's come up in a bit of news is questions about inclusion of different peoples and ethnic backgrounds, and feeling like there's perhaps maybe a conflict between, say, different ethnic or racial backgrounds and inclusivity. Do you feel that this is perhaps a bit misplaced?
Most definitely. It's not. It's still coming across as not being accepted, but things have been changing, and it's high time that there was more openness within the ethnic
this might seem a bit of an awkward question, but what would you say is the main purpose of Pride?
Well, I guess similar to how I answered the question earlier, I think the main purpose of Pride should always be to protest against all of the anti-LGBT laws that we still have, and to remember all of the people whose shoulders we now stand on in order for us to be able to have come as far as we have, but to not forget that we've still got a long way to go for everybody to feel they're free to be who they want to be in the world.
Do you feel that perhaps a trade union organisation can help with this?
I mean, yeah, definitely. It's part of the values that the trade union's built upon, really. So, you know, anything that we do should be about making the workplace and the world more inclusive for everybody.
Regardless of your background and your beliefs.
Oh, thank you very much, and hope those questions were.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, if you wouldn't mind for the viewers at home introducing yourself, please.
Yeah, Mitchell Dodd. I'm the volunteering officer which supports Staffordshire, the Tamworth and Lichfield areas.
Thanks. So, what brings you to Tamworth Pride today?
So we're trying to just raise awareness of the volunteering sector within Tamworth and the community that it can bring together. We're helping the number of charities within our member groups, over 100 in the Tamworth area alone, just to help get the word out there that they're here and that we're here. So if anyone here would like to do some volunteering, we encourage them to get involved. It's more inclusive and we get more of just a general feel of anyone.
So, when it comes to voluntary sector, obviously there's like public sectors and private sectors as well that my colleague will ask about. So, what do you feel the voluntary sector can do that perhaps maybe can't be done by other sectors?
The voluntary sector is all about helping the local community and helping people come together. So it's about getting people together as a group, helping build people's confidence, helping people feel more just part of the whole Tamworth area, coming together, helping each other, socialising, and with people volunteers, you'd be surprised, they do things that people wouldn't want to be paid to do as well. So they go around, for example, clearing the list up to make sure the streets are fine. They go their time to people who are suffering from loneliness. They just try and help as many people as they can.
So, what kind of jobs or work is needed to make? What kind of work would you say is needed to make these projects happen?
You have to repeat that. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What kind of jobs are needed? Like, say, are you looking for at the moment?
At the moment, we've got a gardening group in Belgrade that's looking for part-time. We have a Tamworth Centre looking for admin, looking for people to help with their plenty of charity jobs are looking for volunteers to do this. Museums are looking for people to help on reception and tour groups, just the Tamworth Castle and the Regimental Museum. There's a whole bunch of different roles all through Tamworth. It's not just the charity, it's even the theatre group that are looking for people now.
So, when it comes to community, you say that this is like a very important. Would you say it's more of? Would you say that community building is an important part of the voluntary sector?
I'd say community building is at the heart of the voluntary sector. It's what drives it. Without the community, you've got the volunteering, and everyone within the community is coming together to help each other out. It's the most important and integral aspect of volunteering.
So, I just wondered, because what with this being Pride and everything, because sometimes people get the wrong idea about community building and it can feel a bit daunting for, say, someone who's like an ethnic minority, a sexual minority, a gender minority. What would you say to someone who's feeling a bit, who's worried about their minority status in a voluntary system?
I'd say to them that volunteering is it doesn't matter your sexuality, ethnic background, religious background, anything. All that matters is you want to volunteer, you want to help out. You are part of the community. We want you to feel part of the community. Everyone is included.
Mind if I ask about funding?
Pride to funding, that we do help non-profit and charity groups who we don't fund ourselves, but we can advise them where to go to get funding, help talk to people on their behalf, their funding, and give the charity organisations and profit groups as much help as we possibly can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're recording now, and for the viewers at home, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sean Broderick. I'm a senior practitioner social worker at Staffordshire County Council.
So, what does Pride mean to you?
Pride means everything to me. As both as a social worker, but actually as a parent of a trans son. So Pride's incredibly important in terms of representation. So not least because we have kind of gay and lesbian foster carers within the county. So it's incredibly important that people are represented.
Speaking of gay, lesbian and other kinds of foster parents, because obviously it's been a bit of a controversy over the years. So I was just wondering, if say there's a same-sex couple who are perhaps a bit anxious or nervous about putting themselves forward for the fostering system, is there anything you'd say to them?
I'd definitely say get in touch with us, ring our inquiry line. Actually, we have a lot of gay and lesbian foster carers. So I think as we do, obviously young people in the care system. So I wouldn't feel afraid about getting in touch with us. I think it's really important that we have that kind of representation amongst our foster carers.
I hope this doesn't come across too forward, but what kind of things are you, say, looking for in a foster parent?
Okay, what we're looking for is somebody that's got the time to look after a child, somebody ideally with a spare bedroom, and I guess able to make that commitment. We have kind of different types of fostering, so that would be something that we could discuss with individual applicants.
What kind of jobs are needed to keep a foster system going?
What kind of jobs?
Yeah.
I guess, well, in terms of what we need kind of what we call short-term foster carers. So we need carers that can look after children for short periods of time to get them to where they need to be, whether that be kind of back home or with long-term foster carers or adopters, and we need long-term carers, and we need what we call short break carers as well. So we need a range of different foster carers.
Some people maybe a bit unsure about fostering because of feelings about family. What kind of thing do you feel? Is there a model of family you're looking for, or just?
No, I think there are a lot of myths around fostering. So, people think that maybe because they're single they can't foster. Single people can foster. Couples can foster. I think if anybody's in any doubt about that, get in touch with us and we'll clarify stuff for people.
And just wondering, because some people feel like I'm interested in fostering, but I don't really know if I could commit to adoption. Is fostering necessarily a path to adoption, would you say?
Well, I mean, some of our, so for example, our short break carers that we have generally just do kind of the average is, I guess, about a weekend a month. So it doesn't need to be a full-time commitment. You can do it whatever time it works for you.
Although, just to quickly clarify, would it also be fair to say that it can help if, say, you're looking to adopt as well? If, say, someone's got experience as a foster parent and they're looking to adopt, would that be somewhere?
I think what we try and encourage people to do is potentially kind of try not to be too financially dependent on fostering, because there might be that time periods where you don't have any child. But actually, especially in this day and age, we do get people that look at it as an alternative to employment, really. So.
Well, thank you for talking to me today.
You're welcome. No worries. Take care.
Thanks, and I'll email you the video before.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, and for the viewers at home, would you mind introducing yourselves, please?
Yeah, my name's Craig, and I'm the Community Engagement, Promotion and Training Officer for Uniting Staffordshire Against Hate.
And I'm Dario Carosi, same title, same role.
Okay. So, what brings you to Pride today?
So we work for USAR, Uniting Staffordshire Against Hate, and we're a commissioned service by the Police Fire and Crime Commissioner. And our role within USAR is to teach people about hate crime, what it is, what it means, how to report it, and where they can get support from that. And so we're here to raise awareness of our service, and yeah, basically that's it, isn't it?
And we run courses online or face-to-face on hate crime awareness.
So, what kind of issues? Sorry. So, what kind of issues would you say are big, important things when it comes to hate? So, like, is it more? Are there any particular areas that need targeting at the moment?
So the main thing, there's 5 strands related to hate crime. So hate crime relates to race, religion, disability, sexuality and transgender identity. Those are the 5 protected characteristics that we're trying to let people know what hate crime is, because a lot of people don't know that those characteristics are protected under law with regards to hate crime. So that's the main reason we're here, is to let people know that that is what hate crime is, you know.
And to report it, if it does happen to you, it's really important to report it so we can help you deal with the situation and report it to the police first and foremost.
So, when it comes to, because some of the people I've talked to have been a bit concerned about what they call identity politics, and it's sort of like breaking the country apart. Do you feel that there is a sort of exaggeration on this, or it's more? So, how would you say integrating like different groups within the wider community?
That's a long question.
That is a long question, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, a lot to pick pot. But I would say this world belongs to all of us, and we should go wherever we want and be whoever we want to be, really. There shouldn't be no barriers. The earth, the planet itself belongs to each and every one of us.
So would you say that perhaps the idea of a wider community and individual identity are not as mutually exclusive as, say, some people might make them out to be?
I would agree with that, yes.
I think an event like Pride just goes to show how far the gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgender and queer, plus all the other 26 or 27 variations of sexualities that are out there, has come that you can actually have an event like this and celebrate diversity. And I think it's really great that this type of thing is happening and is supported by the community. I mean, you've got the police here, you've got the councillors here, it's absolutely brilliant.
I met 2 mayors today, 2 local mayors, so yeah.
So, what kind of thing would you say be looking for when it comes to someone who's trying to combat hate crime?
Well, first of all, if they do come across it, is to report it. Don't hold it in, don't hide away from it. Report it, and make sure you report it to either the police or our Victims Gateway or any help out there. Just your first call is to report the issue.
yeah, there is support out there for people, and we, we as a service, that's exactly what we're there for. You can see our details on our website, usar.co.uk, usah.co.uk, and we've got our phone number as well, that you can find on the various promotional materials we've got with us. And so we've got a team of victim care coordinators, and you can get support through those. They'll help you report it to the police if you don't want to report it directly, and they'll help you through the whole process of giving you emotional support, practical support, maybe help you write statements, go to court with you if need be, and there's a whole raft of services out there that we can signpost people to as well to get specialist support services.
Would it be fair to say that this isn't just like a graduate thing, but anyone can take part in helping combat hate crime?
Of course, yeah. Every person's got responsibility of their behaviour, really. So you've got to take it up on yourself to treat everybody with respect they deserve.
Yeah, I think this is really important to check in on ourselves and realise what prejudices we've got and try and combat those. If you've got an unconscious bias towards a certain group of people, you might not realise it, but that could sort of build its way towards effectively turning into hate. And we don't want hate, do we? We want people to get along with each other and to look after each other. Love ultimately is what we want. We want a loving society and people that look out for each other.
Right. So I see the leaflets down there for a hate crime awareness training. What kind of person are you thinking of signing up? Would you like to sign up for that?
Well, we currently run training online and also in person. We do training for all sorts of people. Community groups, the police, we train the police, we train housing associations, NHS staff, and basically anybody that wants to get an understanding of what hate crime actually is, our training is available to them. And it's all free training, there's no charge, and you can look us up on the website to find the details of when our next events are. As I say, we've got the leaflets, we've got some information on there about what we do. We've got a 1-hour introductory course, and we also have a much more in-depth 3-hour course, which is suitable for professionals dealing face-to-face with people who might have been victims of hate crime that they're dealing with, say, police officers and people who work for the council and so forth.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll hope you have a nice day. So, for everyone at home, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Good afternoon, everyone at home. My name is Sarah Daniels, and I'm one of the volunteers today at Tamworth Pride.
So, what does Pride mean to you?
I love your crown, King Duck. Pride to me means an opportunity to celebrate the diversity and the welcoming community of Tamworth. I was lucky enough to be part of the committee when we had our first Tamworth Pride 2021. I was a part of the team for 2 years before different work commitments meant I'm just here today. It just means a chance to say, have a party, everyone. Yes, there are protected characteristics in the world and leaves that fall on my forehead, and there's a reason why around the world there can be that persecution, but not here in Tamworth. Here we embrace it and celebrate it.
And when it comes to the idea of the party and the protest, do you think that it can be both?
Yes, I think we have more of the party rather than the protest element. I've been lucky enough to attend Prides in London, and there you'll have the parades where we've got particularly groups, for example the military, where perhaps there was that time when it was less recognised that there should be the celebration as opposed to perhaps the quieting of people's identity. But here in Tamworth we have the protest element more about recognising other marginalised groups. So for example we have the GMB Union here today to kind of talk about workplace equality, particularly with the issue over in Coventry. So there are ways in which people can learn more about the protest elements, but mostly we want them to have a good time and feel safe.
Thank you. So, because you said about being a volunteer and marginalised communities, what do you feel Pride could mean for, like, say, a working person? Do you feel that they can still be part of it as well?
Absolutely, Pride is for everybody. We've had people here today of all walks of life, all ages, all gender identifications. It isn't about how you're employed, it's something for everyone.
And there's some people who've talked to me about this, not here but other places, have said that they're a bit concerned about the growing what they call identity politics, everyone being like shoved into little boxes. Do you feel that, what would you say in regards to this concern?
I'm very lucky in my day job as a teacher that I work with teenagers, and the people I work with are happy for someone just to be their name, as long as they are kind, they work hard, they don't kind of say, you know, you must be the same as me. People are happy that everyone wants to be respected for who they are. I think you can explore the idea of people being in boxes if you want to, but there's others who just say, I've got better things to do, I just need to get to work and look after my family. I think it has as much weight as you choose to give it.
Now, there's also another concern that's been raised by some people about when it comes to marginalised communities and the intersection thereof. Would you say that Pride is something that you can come to if you're, say, not gay or not trans or something?
I think it's definitely here for everyone. However you identify, the point is, would you like to come to celebrate with us? Someone who may identify differently to you? Brilliant. It's here for everyone.
And I hope you don't mind me asking, but when it comes to, say, like, voluntary sector, private sector, public sector, different sectors involvement, is this a wider social event that different groups can be involved with?
I would call it a wider Tamworth event. We have people's businesses. You can have your face painted with glitter, we have food stalls, we have this, there are other charity groups who are here, for example, from Canton Wellbeing Centre. So I think we have, I keep using this phrase, but it's something for everyone. You could not attend any third sector tent here and still be a part of Tamworth Pride.
Thank you very much, and hope you have a nice day.
Cheers, take care, thank you.
Well everyone, that was a very nice visit to Tamworth Pride. And I got a slushie. Of course. Sadly, not everyone can be who they are and do so with as much fun and happiness as the people here. Although, then again, I mean, I can remember how things around here weren't always like that when I was growing up. And, you know, Tamworth Pride has only been a thing since 2021, so, you know, progress is being made, and I know Tamworth's socio-economic profile's a little bit, you know, not the kind of one where you may expect a Pride event to be a part of it, but it is. And it's a happy one too. And so I just want to say to everybody, hopefully this kind of shows Pride is not as scary as some people like to make it out to be. Well, thank you to everyone who chatted with me, and I just want to say to everyone, be you part of the LGBTQIA+, or just a supportive person who's not, but it don't matter, because, you know, whatever your sexuality, your gender, your ethnicity, your background, it was lovely having you here.